This video is brought to you by the 3-Minute Board Game patrons. Keep us independent by supporting us on Patreon. Kia ora koutou and welcome to Stationfall in about 3 minutes. It has a solo mode. It's a game for 1 to 9 players, playing time is long, and it's a pretty damn complex game. Something has gone terribly wrong on the station. It's about to explode. You need to get to work finishing off your schemes before it's too late. The game lasts a number of turns based on player count. The game ends once the station explodes, killing everyone still on board. The winner is the player with the most points, and each character scores those points differently. Secret identities. Each player has 2 secret unique characters. Action selection. However, you may choose any character to take actions with. Player turn. The game has a complex setup, but the main things you'll need to know as a player are that there are tons of different characters and you'll be secretly assigned 2 of them. Pick one to be your main and one your backup. You'll score points based on your main character, but may get bonus points whether your backup lives or dies. On your turn, select one of the available characters, putting an influence cube on them and your action disc. You then take 2 actions with that character. On another player's turn, they can also activate this character if they match your influence. But because your action marker was already there, they only get 1 action. As long as you have 1 and equal to or more influence than another player, you may take an action on that character. However, the player secretly controlling them may on their turn reveal, removing all cubes from them. Now only they can control them. Characters who are knocked out, escaped, or annihilated cannot be selected. Now let's look at what 2 actions you can do. There are a ton of them shown here, but they mostly boil down to move or interact with an object, player, or location. Step moves you to an adjacent area via a bold line. Some characters can use the dotted line to move around the vents. You may also move via airlocks into space and back if you have a helmet. You may pick up objects and the compromat tokens. Objects go onto the acting character sheet, while the compromat goes to your personal play area. Compromat can be spent to force a marked character to take an action. Each player also has a bribe token that works in a similar way. There are 3 special items used to score points, one of which will explode after a few turns. Some locations let you manufacture data tokens of different types. Data can be copied to another player in the same area as you. You may also trade objects. Here you may turn the cameras on and off or take console actions, one of which is to turn the jammers off. If the jammers are off, you can send data to any player and may even send it back to Earth at the array. You can manufacture items at some locations and use them to start fires. You can also use items to bludgeon and rob other characters. You can also revive knockdown characters with Medgel. You can unleash Project X, but you'd have to be mad to do that. Various activities will raise and lower your suspicion, and many characters cannot win if they are guilty. So take care to bludgeon people in the dark or with the cameras otherwise turned off. If you can get to an escape pod and fulfill its requirements, you can escape. Otherwise, you're gonna die. Why would you like this game? Obviously, there are a bunch of special actions and exceptions I missed in the rule summary, and that's because Stationfall is a giant, chaotic sandbox of a game. I can't overstate just how silly and ridiculously fun this game is once you get over learning the rules. I love how it tells stories. Every influence placement is bringing a character into your conspiracy. Why did the station chief turn off the cameras? And why did the cyborg smash the escape pods? Every action by every player adds to the confusion and muddled mess of conflicting agendas, and that's just neato. This is a niche game though, for big groups who are comfortable with the rules, but it's a real forever game though. The best thing about this game is the variety of characters and the uniqueness. There's some real clever stuff in there. However, teaching the game is quite tricky, as each character has separate rules and no one really wants to give away who they are by asking obvious questions. Your best games of Stationfall will be after a couple of plays at least. Also, setup is a right pain and I'd never play it solo. If you have tons of players who want something less cutthroat, try Sidereal Confluence. And for a smaller group, try New Angeles. Stationfall needs more Bowie. Gold medal game. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the notification button, like, share, and subscribe to the channel.